certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Cowboys have recovered. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
That's good for a Cowboys.
He'll drop to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Avoids him at the 5. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Osborne. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd down, Pollard again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. Oh, what a juke into space. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins on 1st down.
To Jefferson on the slant.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Joseph on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cam Akers.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And now it's blocked. The Cowboys pick it up. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Able to get away. Forced out to his left.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
This is Lamb on the end around.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Rolling to his left. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Ferguson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. First down. Here's Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Vikings.
Cousins now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cousins to throw it. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now off to the races down the right side. Should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Cousins now to throw on first down.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Cousins. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Joseph on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed in which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense.